when I say mysterious, this is mysterious. I know a lot of people like David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, Nigerian singer. A lot of people like him. And some even have gone a step further to love Chioma, my lover, assurance, insurance, and all of the assurance. Everyone likes David Adeleke, probably due to his, his open palms. I mean, he gives donation to people here and there. It's not as if he throws money just anyhow. People just love him. He came at a time where a lot of young people were so much frustrated seeing pastors flying private jet and fraud, looting, defrauding of government and many other things were the things in vogue. And this prompted this Yahoo Plus. David Adeleke started boosting, blooming, and doing whatever he does at that period of time. So anything that concerns money, everything that looks like money, youngsters embraced it without caring about it. Now, why did I come up with this background? So you will understand why there is so much love for Davido. Yes, and like I said, he has open palms. He gives. But there is something that ANITA Brown, the United States of America lady who claimed that she got pregnant for him, said that will shock you. I want you to fasten your seatbelt because you are going to hear things that you have never heard before. This is explosive. Before we proceed, like and share this video, subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, and tap on that thanks button and do something for this channel. According to ANITA, if you have not heard the voice note is in the previous video that I did before this one. Yes, it is there. But I will tell you what it is. I will give you a little glimpse of it and it will shock you. Amongst other things in that voice note. According to ANITA, she said David Adeleke told her that she could not come to the US. When I say she, I'm talking of Chioma, that Chioma could not come to the United States because him, David Adeleke, kept on blocking the visa. I will repeat again. According to ANITA Brown, she said the reason why Chioma has been unable to visit the United States or give birth to the late IVANNA in the US is because David Adeleke, behind the scene, contacts the embassy whenever emails are sent to him. Before anything, he will contact them to make sure that Chioma does not get that visa. You'll be wondering, how is that possible? That is because when you are laying down with someone who is doing you, that person will monitor you. That person will be the one that will be guiding you on what to do so that you will fail. Now, let us proceed a bit further. For those who might be thinking, no, it's a lie. This ANITA is a bad woman. This ANITA is a wicked woman. I'm going to show you chats, conversation, and I'm going to even tell you what ANITA said. And she's saying this with her full chest. In fact, people are saying that this lady is the karma of David Adeleke because this one that he has been doing in the past, going here and there, jumping through hoops, doing whatever he likes, that this will kind of shed light to his nefarious activities. And when I say nefarious, I'm not joking. According to the report, according to ANITA, according to their chat, constantly was begging her to get rid of her pregnancy, telling her that a lot of women have done this for him. When a man is saying words like this, it shows that he has no respect for you, cares less about you as a human being. Yes, that if you want to tell a woman, please do this for me, you don't need to go into a lot of women have done this for me. He's arrogant. He cares less. He sees women like something to step upon. And after all, our grandfather transferred money to my father, wherever they got money from in Nigeria. And me too, I'm enjoying the money. And from this, I'm also able to, do my music. And here I am. You see, if Davido was from the trenches, you think he would have been popular like this? No. You won't like his voice. You won't like to listen to what he's singing. And he won't even have the enablement around him to get to that point. He will be somewhere in the trenches trying to, maybe he will just be blowing a little bit now. But because there is money helped him. And particularly it came at that time when Nigerians were into yahoo. You see? So at that point, anything about money, everything was, going so smooth for him at that time. Well, this lady brought a lot of things out to fore. She said, you see, I'm not into this mess. You think I will bow like the rest of these ladies, that you will cajole them into getting rid of their babies, the ones that refuse, they give birth to that child for you? Well, you see, the difference between this lady and the other ladies is because this one, as Nigerians used to say, her eyes don't tear. Apart from being an American, it doesn't mean that you're American, your eyes tear finish. This one, her eyes have tear to the back of her head. And her hustle, whatever kind of hustle she does, they say, oh, she's into porn, she's into that, she's into this. It doesn't concern me. She has money. She's got property. At least she has been able to invest in properties and things. She get money. She has money. So David Adeleke cannot buga, cannot raise shoulder. You don't have to have all the money in the world. As long as you can afford an automobile that costs $100,000, $100,000. $100,000. That is the mortgage of some people in Europe, of their house, or 1.5 of it, or twice of it. Someone is driving a cruising car with that. It means that their house will be more expensive, isn't it? Good. Even if they don't pay cash, before they will give you that kind of loan or mortgage, they know that you have means to pay for it. And there is a particular percentage that you have to pay ahead. So this lady is not broke like the rest of these women. She is not broke. And like I said, her eyes open, die. She's not broke like the rest of these women that David Adeleke will, muscle on them and tell them, hey, what's that? Don't worry, I'll give you $1,000, $2,000 every month, $1,500 every month. So more or less, like if those ladies are not working, they can as well live on $2,000 per month and be nice to David whenever it comes to their location. They will tell their boyfriends to disappear. David Adeleke will have all the time. You see? But this one, she's not broke, and she's making it clear. I'm going to go through some of the chats. Here she writes, "A baby died months ago, and you call a maniac to the girl you are sleeping with. But I am supposed to feel sympathy. This is the person you all look up to." I'll explain what that means. She's simply saying that a baby died. And David Adeleke told her that Chioma is a maniac, meaning a crazy person. Now, he's still sleeping with the crazy person. And you are expecting me to feel sympathy for Chioma or for the baby or for who? What are you guys talking about? That's what she means. She went on to say, same man that said Chioma was a maniac right now, Davido, talk about empowering women. Lots of love. She said she has heard. I'll just quickly go through because I'm not going to read word for word all of the chats. She said that she heard, she has come to find out that they said Nigerian men, devil worshippers, acting like they are God, please, at Davido. She said, did you really mourn your baby, or you just hop back in bed to have another one to get over the foul shit you all let happen? Davido, the higher you climb, the harder you fall. Can you see that this lady is not playing? The higher you climb, the harder you fall. She went on to say, evil Nigerians. Now, she's not saying Nigerians in general. She's just trying to point out certain things that many people do not think about, or they choose or refuse to think about. That she's also aware of this. So this lady is physically, mentally, spiritually updated. She has observed. She has learned certain things. Evil as Nigerians sacrificing babies and shit. I will never want parts in no demonic culture. At Davido, wicked. What does that mean? So it means that there are certain things that she probably found out, or she heard, or she was told, or David Adeleke told her whilst he was drunk and chopping pekus, drinking pekus water. So the passing away of Ifeanyi is not a joke. I mean, come on, let us all look at it. We know accident will happen. It happened to a Nigerian musician. He also lost his son via the same. The baby fell into the pool, and it happened. I'm talking of Coco Master, the Banj. It happened to him too. But the mysteriousness that surrounds the passing away of Ifeanyi, a lot of people still cannot grapple with it. And when I try to search it deeper, because I did some analysis about it, when I tried to search deeper, I saw a Ghanaian card reader, a spiritualist, who said there is a woman thing involved in the passing away of that baby. That there is a woman thing. If she's correct about it or not, said there are some spiritual things that are involved in that passing away of that child. Now let's move further. She said, I do not want that spot. I do not want to be wife. I do not want to be, I do not want no man bringing me AIDS or HIV and calling it marriage. Can you see? Stay tuned for that next STD you can't get rid of. I guess I see why they say until death do us part. Nasty loyalty. Now, she's sending a message to Chioma. Many of you might be quick to say, Chioma, don't go nowhere. No, you don't understand. Chioma should not go in. If Chioma really had common sense, she would have finished her school, settled her life well. Taking away of your child, passing away of your child should have been a lesson to you. I know it's hard. She might be like, you know what? I've lost a lot. Time, a lot of people know me. What kind of relationship will I have that will be as popular as this one? And also, the emotional, pain, damage of a child, the first boy. That is if truly there is, if truly Ifeanyi is because we don't even know if there is another child somewhere that will come up. Well, all of those things are attached, and she might be like, oh, I have conquered it. He has eventually married me, so I'm going nowhere. We die here. It's her choice. But she is saying that she does not want that spot. Now, you'll be wondering, why is this lady getting so upset and angry like this? I'll tell you for free. It is because Davido and Davido's cousin in the US were trying to, particularly Davido particularly was sending messages, calling this lady, trying to cajole her, trying to manipulate her into aborting that child. And this lady is not broke. How can you be so stupid to abort a baby? Normally, how can you be so stupid to do that? Then secondly, the most important of it is this. How can you abort a baby for Davido? Is it that he's broke? And why will you abort a baby? Is it that you are broke? You are not broke. Is it that you cannot take all of what you are working for and you have? I have houses. According to her, she has this property. And the whole of New York City, the whole of Atlanta, the whole of that and that knows. So she's not saying what she cannot put her foot on. She came out full chest to speak. And why would she take that child off? Why would she get rid of that child? What if she doesn't have a child anymore? What if her womb is damaged? What if she has been doing this before? And why? Let us ask ourselves questions. But like ladies that comment, ask yourself, if it is you or your sister or your daughter, would you have advice that, oh, take it off? I don't know why you people are like, and if your sister is Chioma, would you have said, stay there, life goes on? You see what she pointed out? She said, stay tuned for the next STD you can't get rid of. She went on to say, it was never my wife would feel this way. I can't do this. I need to be a supportive husband. It was always, my baby just died. God will let it die down. Did you hear what David Adeleke told her? That it was never, oh, I don't know how my wife feels now. I don't know. I can't do this anymore. I need to be a supportive husband. Now, David Adeleke never said, and if you listen to his song, assurance, or no, not assurance, I'm unavailable. Apart from the assurance, in the assurance, she was calling ANITA. ANITA's name was in that song. He knows what he was doing. He was dropping silent code. The person listening to that song knows who and what it is all about. Let us move to the next stage. Manipulator, that's what she said. Devil, evil, you're all going to hell, and I can't wait to see it. When you do wrong by people, karma is real. God going to keep taking away things you love the most until you learn. You reap what you sow in the worst ways. This is what y'all call a good example in Nigeria. Lots, like to joke. Y'all should be ashamed, pathetic. Y'all must be some satanic fans of Davido. I don't ever need to seek vengeance, because what God has done to you and will do to you later will show you. And that's enough for me, Davido. You might hate on this lady, but the truth is bitter. Regardless of who you are or what you think, what will be will be. In life, there are certain things, it's called grace. You might have a certain grace on you, and you go through what you're doing and you keep on doing it. Just be very careful, because the day that grace will now finish for that journey, calamity will come. That's it. This lady might be a caution to Davido. Like, Oga, okay, I don't care about this is getting different women pregnant. Many of these ladies, if they know, if they don't know, that's a different thing. But this part of having something to do with women and asking them to take the child out, that one is not because you're broke. Unless you are dealing with someone else's wife, and it must not, let's say you are having something to do with the wife of a king, and it must not come out that you have a child with that woman. And maybe in that situation, people will say, okay, what should we do about this case? Because it will be disastrous. But you see, young ladies, single, you lay with them, they get pregnant, you know that you are supposed to protect yourself. You even care less about your own health if you catch some STDs. You care less. Okay. You are not transferring from one place to the other. Who knows? This lady, they are also risking too. Not only Davido. Now, Davido will now come home. Chioma, my assurance. Then some people will be saying, oh, why are we being tribalistic? About what? At the end of the day, everyone belongs to 6 feet. When we grow old, that's our prayers. What does Chioma coming from the Southeast Igbo have to do with David Adeleke, whose mother is from Edo State? Or is it Delta or somewhere? I think Edo State or somewhere around there. And his father being a Yoruba man. People migrate. At times you might even think you are from a particular place, but your ancestors have moved from one place to the other. Who is talking about that? They say, oh, people are saying that Chioma. Some people are not even thinking deep. She went on to say, that's where you got bad luck and bad shit keep happening with you, Davido. You are the devil, your entire existence. Pathetic. Now, this lady is not just being hungry. Apart from she has been spited, she has been she's feeling hungry because she tried to calm the things down, but they kept pressing her. Yes, they kept pressing her. They kept pressing her. That's why she came out hard like this. You should be ashamed. You're dirty, actually, and placing blame on women, even in worse. Be a real man, Davido. Would you have married if your child didn't die? Did you see the question she asked? And that is the common sense. Immediately, Davido's son passed away. I knew the next thing was for him to make a decision about the corpse of that boy or not. I knew. And look at what she is saying. Your child warrants you to have, you say, does your child passing away warrant you to go down with a bunch of different women now? But we have to respect that your child passed away almost a year ago and that you have a newlywed. Why do you blame the death of your child and use it as an excuse for all your nasty behavior? Wow, the same Pekus that was on my OnlyFans years ago, you was just leaking weeks ago. I said, wow. Now, this lady's OnlyFans thing. She does some of her things, you know. She has this OnlyFans, you know, you pay to see certain videos and pictures of certain things and she performs for you. That's probably where she gets her money from. A lot of them depend on this. She said because she leaked, not really leaked, because she brought out some of these things because David Adeleke refused to listen to her as regards the pregnancy. She said David Adeleke now leaked our OnlyFans page, hoping to demoralize her, shame her. And she's now saying, so this is my OnlyFans of many, many years ago that I have stopped years and years ago since I got myself balanced financially. Is what you are showing people out there. You are the devil. You are damn near want to sleep with your own girl cousin if you haven't already. Creepy as weird shit. You can't even control yourself with family members, let alone any booty you lay eyes on. Now, that's another thing again that she's saying, that David Adeleke also, now these are allegations. This particular one, I cannot say this is what it is, but she's bringing out certain things that she knows or she has heard. Don't forget that they've been together for many, 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 many years. Many, many years. That even David Adeleke, Davido, does not mind laying with cousins. I know some people do it. First cousin, second cousin. They'll say, it's not my father and my mother that gave. But I know there are some culture, some family, mess like that. She went on to say, from the time I known you, you have been having females calling about babies. Dirty bag. Posting OnlyFans from years ago. That coochie didn't look too bad. That your face was in need. When you kiss your pals, ask them how I taste. Coochie, hands. I swear. Now, people use to internet to gain some. All right, so let's leave it at that. I'm guessing you guys are seeing a lot of mess. I mean, this is so messy. I'm not saying people don't do these things. A lot of people do it, but then at a point in life, you should just press break. Yes, you are not the only one. That you are having things working for you. Money is coming. You are popular. God will help you to slow down. It could happen to anybody. You don't have to even be popular like singing songs. You could just be rich and popular in your own circle and you are having your things. Only God should just help us to caution ourselves so that we don't fall into that depth that we can't stand. She went on to write this, foreign men take advantage because if they was married to American women, they wouldn't even be doing all that cheating because that grounds for divorce and half of everything you own. Stop taking advantage of women. And yeah, I cried for those, the last tears. I cried because I know I can't take it to the furthest extent. I really do not want to go far. But for now, let's go. Okay, there are other chats. This one is the cousin, Clark Adeleke, the cousin of Davido. She said, Clarks, you're sending shit about me, sending videos, content. Get ready to speak to my lawyer. So she's going to drag Davido's cousin to the court for sharing private content. David Adeleke will not do it directly, but through the cousin, he's doing it. He said, defamation of character. I'm letting a lawyer handle every single thing about this. And, she went on to talk about this. She said she's taking Davido to the lawyer, to the court, if he refuses. Now, she said something here. She said it's about 6 baby mothers, unpaid and struggling. Speaking out all, can you see that? So a lot of you might say, oh, David Adeleke is impossible. He's taking care of all his children. He's taking care of all his children. Can you see what she's saying? It's about 6 baby mothers, unpaid, struggling, meaning there are some among them who are not getting the support as it is supposed to. You are rich, you have to spend the money. That's it. So, I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. And for those who think it's a joke, see where she wrote it. I will get every baby mother a work visa until they can get whatever they want. And now she's saying this as regards Davido blocking Chioma from getting visa to the US. You know, US is where he does a lot of his things. Chioma can visit the UK. If Chioma, according to some people, they say Chioma is right now in Atlanta, whatever that means. But she said David Adeleke was the one behind the refusal of Chioma's visa as long as she has been struggling to get a visa. What are your thoughts about this one? Drop it in the comment section. Like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.